The man lifted the girl's clothing and pressed a lit cigarette onto her skin. The two sisters had been sold to human traffickers and were forced into a life of exploitation. Every day, they were required to serve at least 10 customers. One day, the sisters spotted a police officer. They were overjoyed and quickly ran to hide behind him. But to their horror, the police officer, who had just been aiming a gun at the traffickers, suddenly turned and casually slung his arm around one of them, laughing. It turned out that the local police were in cahoots with the traffickers. In fact, every time the traffickers brought in new girls, the police would personally come to check them out. After the overweight officer finished with one of the sisters, Annie, he left, leaving behind two devastated girls. But the true horror was yet to come. One day, while the traffickers were fastening handcuffs on the sisters, a strange, eerie sound suddenly echoed from nearby. The traffickers froze, panic setting in. They quickly blindfolded the sisters with black hoods, and then a mysterious man wearing a pig's head mask appeared, making pig-like grunts. The sisters screamed in terror when they saw him. The traffickers, trembling, dared not speak. They seemed terrified of this masked man. The man chose Emma, the older sister, and dragged her into a shipping container. After some time, the man left, and Annie opened the container to find her sister, Emma, crying, still wearing the pig's head mask. Annie asked if Emma had seen who the man really was, but all Emma could recall was the pig mask and a cross tattoo on his arm. The sisters continued to live in fear, day by day, waiting for the next horrific event. Then, one day, the traffickers decided the sisters had outlived their usefulness. They planned to kill them once they brought in new girls. Unbeknownst to them, Annie overheard this conversation. Determined not to sit idly by and wait for death, she devised a plan. The next day, while the traffickers went out to find new victims, only a scruffy guard was left behind to watch the sisters. But today, Annie was unusually active, teasing the guard. When his attention wandered, she suddenly bit into his neck, knocking him to the ground. The sisters quickly freed themselves by using the keys they'd taken from the unconscious guard. They managed to escape the compound. As they walked away, the anger over their ordeal only grew. They wanted revenge, not just for themselves, but for all the women who had suffered. Determined to make the traffickers pay, the sisters went straight to a hardware store. They filled their shopping cart with tools that could cause maximum harm. They were determined to make their tormentors feel the same pain they had endured. Thus began their relentless journey of revenge, one that would leave no stone unturned.